Hey, what's up guys, it's Liam or Weagle on your Overwatch, back with a new video. Today, the Ana guide that's been much requested. It is part 2 though, so make sure you check out our advanced guide playlist where there's loads of guides, various heroes, and also multiple guides for some heroes, especially the more complicated ones. Today we're going to go all through chaos management with Ana and how to get the maximum potential out of her. Now it may sound outrageous to say, but Ana is so good at the highest potential level of her that I think even if she didn't have nano, she would still be viable. If you think about the utility she has, she can sleep anything. Like if you think what she has versus a McCree, she can heal herself, she can stop healing on other people, she can sleep dart people, she can heal people very quickly, she can shoot fires out of the sky. Her utility is great, and I want to talk about and maximize it within the chaos of Overwatch. So what do I mean by chaos management? Well, I'm going to show you a pure example of chaos and then go through and break some other stuff down to show you guys exactly how to do it. But you'll see on Volskaya we're getting wrecked, and me and Ryan decide to regroup because I've nearly got nano. I hit the nade in, I then nano my Ryan, I then shoot at things because he doesn't need healing, I then sleep the Ryan, I then heal him a bit more, but then can't because he has a nade on him. I then focus back on damage and then healing again once he can be healed, and then I go back to doing damage on the Ana and trying to sleep her. So that is what I mean by chaos management, how to break that down in your mind and prioritize the right targets. I think one of the first things to say though, and I'll show you on screen some gameplay of FREEDO playing on Anubis, where he's actually trying to Ana from the back of the map, and this doesn't work very well. Usually if you can get to a high point, then yes, there's a good advantage in that, but with Ana and people moving out of their lines of sight and her needing the line of sight in order to heal things, makes her need to be in the fight more than you may feel comfortable with when you first start using her. You'll see that her utility needs to be used in the right way, and she needs to move around to heal the right people. I mean, the team shouldn't even be this split up, but it is something that's needed. And then the nano boosted diva comes up and you put it to sleep. I mean, the ability to just shut anything down and when to keep that available in order to sleep something when you think an ultimate is coming needs to be managed and practiced. You need to think to yourself in your mind, well, do they have nano soon? If they do, well, I definitely need to keep my sleep dart. Alternatively, when you've got nano and you want to boost your Ryan that's going to charge in, you need to keep your grenader handy in order to grenade him and heal him, and then keep shooting at him while he's nanoed. Also, if you then nade him as he pins something, anything near him can't be healed, and it makes his nano even more effective. So it's all about snowballing her abilities in order to get the most out of her. Now, one thing that definitely needs to be said is that Ryan is kind of your best friend as Ana, especially in solo queue and duo queue. Yes, it's probably good to nano a Reaper most of the time when he ults because it does so much damage, but for a more reliable situation to put yourself in, it's easier to do it with the Ryan, and he needs to be your best friend in the way that you can heal him and not actually let him die or go off on his own, and stay with him all the time. If you sit at the back like I mentioned before, you're not going to be able to pocket him, you're not going to be able to be that number 2 guy to your Ryan to keep him alive, and keeping your Ryan alive is very important as the main healer. Now, one thing that definitely happens too much with Ana players is that they focus too much on doing damage than healing, and that is never the thing to do. Now, if everyone on your team is at full HP and a Farah comes flying in, then of course you can aim at her and shoot her, but it doesn't take long, as you'll see, for your team to take more chip damage and you have to heal them again. We'll see the nano boosted diva comes in again, and again you get so much value out of hitting your sleep darts. For a quick tip on how to use them, when you shoot it, try and track the target as they move when you shoot it, as it is quite a fast moving projectile. If they're at a massive distance, then yes, sometimes it's better to actually try and aim ahead of them, but generally you can just track them while it's shooting like you do with a May icicle, and you're way more likely to hit the sleep dart in that situation. So that wasn't crazy gameplay, that wasn't the in-depth Ana gameplay that I'm going to show you in a minute, but it was in between the facts. You're not at the back just trying to snipe healing, which can happen occasionally and can work very effectively on certain points like the first one on Hanamura, but a lot of the time you need to be with your team, which I'm going to show you now. So we're definitely going to need some slow motion at this point because we're about to do a massive take. Our Rhine slams everything down and I hit the nade right in the middle of everything. My Rhine can now receive extra healing and nothing else can heal in that chunk on the enemy team. I know that he's going to live for a second, so I turn to the right in order to try and follow up on the Earth Shatter on the Ana and the Z. Once they start going for our Rhine, I then heal him again as he's my priority and I manage to nano him and let him go off into the distance trying to kill things. I then cannot heal him, as you'll see on screen. His name is in purple, and I notice that there's just one person sitting over there in the corner. I fire a couple of no-scopes at him and then land my nade on the Rhine perfectly. Now, this is how you need to be able to play Ana in order to get the maximum potential out of her. With Nano Boost being so good at the minute, a lot of people on the game can use her and get enough value out of the Nano to make it viable. However, when Nano catches a nerf, and it probably will, you will then need to be able to manage this chaos more and use the rest of her incredible utility to a higher standard, because a lot of people, and I have messages about this, saying that Ana isn't that good, her utility isn't that good. It's actually the most dexterous utility in the entire game. She can mass heal, she can sleep things, and she can deny healing. And that's even without her ultimate, which is also one of the best in the game. Now, I think slowing things down for you guys is probably the best way to show examples of how to manage this chaos, and if you think it helped, then do be sure to let me know in the comments. But I want to show you some more. We're trying to make a push on Volskyra. We take the left-hand room. The Torb comes up, so I try to kill him, but he does survive, and then I'm really just trying to pocket my Zarya. I miss a couple of shots, but I do keep her alive. There's only one target for me to focus on, and that's her, so we get her back to full health, try and regroup with our team. At this point, there's not much for me to focus on, but it gets to the point where I think let's just sleep that Rhine. He's on his own, he messed it up, so we just leave him asleep and we go and focus on the rest of the team. I then take Mei as a priority and don't let her heal because she's a right pain in the ass and everyone knows that. Finish her off as normal. My Rhine actually needs to be kept alive, not punch him in the face, so I heal him, and then I manage to hit a very, very good sleep dart on the Rhine and take him completely out of the fight once more. My Tracer then sticks a bomb to him, and we win the fight. Now, how many things happened there? How much did my focus have to change in that fight in order for me to do the right thing? The difference between Ana and every other character in the game that you play is that if you're a DPS, say you're a Genji, you've only really got 2 or 3 things you super need to focus on in the game. That's the squishes and the healers. If you're playing another healer like Lucio, you press E, right? If you want to heal a Zen, you put an orb on them, or as Mercy, you hold down click and that's your job. But with Ana, you've got everyone in the game to think about. You got to think about, who do you grenade? Why do you grenade them? Who do you sleep? Who do you keep your sleep handy for? Do you grenade someone to heal your team in bulk, or do you grenade someone to heal some of your team and do damage? Do you nano at the right times? You've got every single thing in the game to worry about. All 12 heroes, including yourself. You got to keep the nade for yourself sometimes. You got to keep the sleep to sleep the Reinhardt, but you may need to sleep a DPS character. And this dynamic is only in the game for Ana at the minute, really. And all of these things need to be thought about on your approach to taking her. As I say, you can get the use out of her now, but when Nano goes, a lot of people won't get that same value, and the importance of Ana will be in the rest of her kit, which isn't easy to use. I'm going to break down one more bit of gameplay and go through it, and I have to break these down because I don't think it can work any other way. I sleep the Roadhog, but someone wakes him up. I decide that nading him, don't let him heal, and finishing off the target is the best thing to do, which my team do. I then go to my best friend Ryan, but instantly have to take my sight away and save our Genji. I heal him, I get some really nice no-scopes on him, and heal him all the way up. The enemy team start poking where they probably shouldn't, to be perfectly honest, but we decide to push up on the choke and harass them. I then hit another sleep on the Roadhog, which again takes him out of the fight. Taking out a big threat like that is so huge. You don't need to wake him up. Focus on other things first, kill them, and then you don't have to worry about him until he wakes up. Now, I do bully this Roadhog. That's the 3rd time I've actually slept him in this gameplay so far. The enemy team, again, just trying to poke us, and we're just kind of holding this horrible offensive situation. I then heal my team and deny the healing on the Roadhog. I have an overextended Reinhardt who I try and save, but I have to back off. I can't heal him enough, and again, sleep the Roadhog. So we're actually 5v5. That is so important for us right now, to put one of the biggest threats asleep again in order for us to focus on the other things. My Zarya then comes in and follows up. I then don't even need to heal anything. I just focus on doing some damage, building my ultimate some more, and again waiting for my team to come back. Someone is trying to take the point behind us. It's Lucio. Stop him healing. He's a very good target to hit with your nade, because once he can't heal, he can't really get away unless he gets like a miracle speed boost. I then absolutely bully the Roadhog. So the enemy team need to push us at this point, and I bully him again by sleeping him across the map. Someone I think does then wake him up, but we decide it's go time. I'm going to nano the Rhine. Why not? So once he is, you make sure that you get the nade down. The nade did some damage. It stopped someone from healing. It also healed the Rhine. Keeps everything alive. And then I missed one sleep. I did miss a sleep on the Zarya, but it didn't matter. We followed up. And then there's just a soldier left on point to focus. So I guess this video, as much as it is a guide and it should help you now realize what you need to do, it's also just kind of fundamentals and almost basics as well, because there's just so much of this stuff that people don't realize. They'll stand there and heal and they'll get the nano, as I mentioned already in this video, but they don't think, actually, well, if I sleep that and then focus this, oh wait, hang on, my Genji needs healing, just like in the gameplay. What? So you heal the Genji, and then it turns out, well, something's in your face, so you have to heal yourself with your nade, by which time the thing you just slept is waking up, but you've got your sleep again. It's all of these massive fundamentals going on all the time in your mind and in the game, and it requires the most concentration out of just about any other hero. It's up there with Genji and Tracer when there's like a million things going on, and you have to make the right decision all the time. So don't take your Ana picks lightly. They're very important, and it is key that you hit in your sleep darts and you're hitting your nades at the right time, whether it be to heal or whether it be to actually destroy some kind of enemy like Mei that keeps healing herself, but you deny that heal and you finish her off because she is a high priority target, just like them sleeps as well. And I'll show you again the game on Volskaya. Sleep the Reinhardt, he's out of the fight, nothing can be protected, you wipe everything else, and then you focus on that thing at the end. So guys, let me know what you think. Did I miss anything? Comment section is the place to let me know. Manage that chaos. That is the way to master Ana. I can't, of course, teach you exactly all these things because each game is different. And we get some comments from people saying, well, this just shows you your gameplay and what you did. And I think that's the only way to teach some of these things, because it's very situational and practice is the main thing. But I can definitely express the importance of not messing these things up. Let us know what you think. Comment section is the place. Be sure to follow our Twitter and our Twitch, and also we have a Discord where you guys can group up with each other, all regions and all platforms. So be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.